Hey, this is Craig Ford, Mayor of Gadsden. Welcome back to another Mayor's Minute. We're excited about all the things going on. If you notice, I have to have notes here, notes on my piece of paper. There's a board that you can't see because so much activity is happening. So we're going to try to hit the highlights so we can keep it short, so we can keep everybody interested in what's going on. But we want to always try to keep you informed and be as transparent as we all know how, so you'll know everything that's going on in the city and what we're doing with your tax dollars and what's happening inside your city. Unfortunately, we had Chief Will Reed. He retired, but fortunately, he was able to go to the 911 as the chairman there, which we work with closely. And then, fortunately, we were able to hire a great interim fire chief and Chief Derek Sherrill, who's a long time been a friend of mine, and we're excited to have him as our interim chief. We are posting that job for a new fire chief, and we hopefully will have that filled by the end of Christmas. By the first of New Year, so that's our plan. That's our date for that hire process, and we're going to advertise it statewide, and we're going to also push some of our local fire departments. So we hope we hire someone pretty quick, but we feel confident Chief Sherrill he's the man for the job, and we're excited that he was willing to take on that responsibility. The next thing I wanted to tell you, yesterday, which was a Sunday, we're filming this on a Monday. They tell me don't do dates because we don't ever know when you're going to watch it, but I was able to go to a theater play at the Ritz Theater in Alabama City. And let me tell you, it was phenomenal. It was fantastic. The talent we have here in Gadsden is just amazing. And the play was really, it was a lot of fun. It was a sing-along, it was stand up, do what you want and play along with the music, and it was 6 ladies with the lead. We had our own Michael Rogers playing the trumpet in the band. And it was a lot of fun. And if you miss out on those theater plays, I'm telling you, you're missing something that's fantastic to be able to offer to the people of the community in Northeast Alabama, because it's the real deal. And that theater is so nostalgic, and it's such a beautiful place to visit. And what Steve Reagan's doing with that theater and the board of directors over there is fantastic. So one thing, if you remember a previous Mayor's Minute, we started an art council. Something that I wanted to put forth before the people. We had a lot of people interested in being on the Arts Council, and they are now having a fundraiser that I was hoping we would have. It's called Arctoberfest. So we're excited about that. It's going to be down in Wall Street, I'm sorry. It's going to be on Wall Street. It's going to be right in front of the Ritz Theater. We're going to block off the street. It's going to be white tablecloth. If you missed the theater play, some of the actresses and the band are going to play for about 30-45 minutes some of the songs that they had during that play that we just completed. And it's going to be a neat event. So we're going to start selling sponsorships to that soon. And the money's going to go to the Ritz Theater Board and to our Arts Council. So, you know, that's going to be a neat event. It's a first-time event, and we're going to have this annually. The Arts Council has hit the ground running, and we're trying to support them as much as possible. So this morning I was with Garrett and some of the other staff of the city, and we were pouring the concrete on the Christmas on the Coosa, if you remember that, the ice skating. So last year we basically had ice skating, and John Moore and myself decided, hey, let's rent a facility and let's see if the people of Gadsden like it, give them something to do at Christmas. And basically it was this plastic polyurethane. I felt like we were ice skating on a cutting board. But it was still a nice event, and let me tell you, it went off with a bang. And we made money on the event, and that's not our purpose of trying to make money, but the event paid for itself, and we want to thank our sponsors for that and for everyone that enjoyed it, and the schools got to enjoy it. So I said, if it's that big of a deal and people love that and other cities have had success with it, we don't want to be the last to the table. We want to get in there right at the beginning. So we're going to have one of the largest skating rinks, outdoor skating rinks in the state of Alabama. And it's going to be real ice. So if you want to see the concrete pad, it's where, if you're old as I am, it's where one of the old pools used to be up by Convention Hall that was torn down. And we're going to have the new 70-foot Christmas tree lighting up by the Amphitheater. And that'll be we'll have the Christmas lighting, we'll have Christmas on the Coosa, and we're going to have Christmas movies and events shown at the Amphitheater. So y'all, I'm so excited for the holiday season. It's going to be hopping. And the concrete was poured today, and it is beautiful. So on that concrete, we're going to have Christmas on the Coosa. We're also going to have 3-on-3 basketball tournaments. We're also going to have roll-out pickleball pads for pickleball events. There's a lot of events we can have on this now that we're able to do this. So we're excited for that little area right there to make it bring things back to life and offer some quality of life events. Another event that we just completed was our Champions Field. Matt, our new Parks and Rec Director, Matt Nixon, was able to get a hold of the community and the schools, and we were able to have competition and fun competition, and with the soccer event for all our special needs community. We want to thank Gaston State's baseball team and their softball team. They were the sponsors of the children, and it's just, man, it's just a wonderful event to see those kids out there grinning and seeing some of our college kids get to be able to receive that blessing from them. I want to give you a little bit about some project updates. I can't go into all of them because, man, it's 3 pages long. Things are happening in Gadsden, and we're blowing and going, so I can just tell you, and I love it. We're in 6th gear in a 5-gear vehicle. So over at Gaston State, we're now finishing our 225-foot fields. In addition to the fields that we already have, Gaston State is completing their girls softball, boys baseball field. The fields that we're building and the ones they're building are going to be all turf. We just completed the new concession stand over there where the old soccer fields used to be. We're completing the sidewalk project over there. We're completing the curb and gutter, so nobody please park on the grass, because we just completed the grass project. And we also completed the drainage how we're going to water the grass and the drainage project. We're taking the water out of the CUSA, and we have a pump being installed this week. That'll save us $10,000 a month during the heat of the summer, because we have a FERC permit. We got our permits from Alabama Power to draw the water out of there, and we have applied for our FERC permit for the Dub Parker, which is the boat docks down there, to redo all that because the wood's rotted. And we noticed since we've completed all that area down there and made it very nice that a lot of people are utilizing those piers for fishing. So we want to make it safe, and we want to make it where you can put a boat in and enjoy. If your kid's playing in a ball tournament and you want to do a little fishing in between, you can, or you can go down there and put in your boat and have a little place to park and fish and see a tournament, what have you. But it's going to be a lot going on. So some other things, we had the duck boats. If you'll recall, the 4 paddle boats we have over at the bait shack, we're offering half price for the rest of the month and up until Thanksgiving on our duck boats before we store them for the winter. This is the time I'd want to go because it's cooler. And, you know, it went off with a bang. We bought them, I think, in June. We used $7,500 of your tax dollars to pay for those. We generated over $18,000 in one summer, so 2 of them are already paid for, and we're going to offer half price up until then. We're also offering free putt-putt, and with your admission to the Nakalula Falls Park up until the weekend before Thanksgiving, you'll have free putt-putt and free train rides. So don't miss out on this opportunity. So there's just a lot going on. The last thing, we had some talk about the routes for the city of Gadsden for our public transportation. So instead of us having jeopardy of losing our federal funding, we were told you're only allowed to transport within the city. I understand there's a lot of people that have to go to Atala, and Atala needed to come into Gadsden, but once again, Gadsden was taking care of Rainbow City and all the other surrounding cities as far as in their transportation needs. So Atala is another metropolitan city like Gadsden, and so we were able to donate one of our vehicles to Atala to Mayor Larry Means for them to conduct their own transportation with your tax dollars. So we want to thank you for that, and that helps the people there. So Rainbow City being an urban city, they're allowed to apply for their own grants now, and so we look forward to, you know, if they need some help, we'd love to help and assist them and show them how that's done. But we want to just tell you there's a lot going on in Gadsden. This is October. We got Halloween coming up, movies at the Amphitheater. If you missed those movies, you missed a good time because, man, they're going all the time. Janet's doing a great job down there. But we're so excited. Holiday season's so fun here in Gadsden, I'm telling you. If you're bored, then you're not reading, you know, something's wrong, because there's something to do every night. Just ask my wife, because she always says, we got to go here, we got to go there, and I'm enjoying it. So we're going to post this. This is our upcoming events coming up. We got a walk-through time happening October the 20th at Forest Cemetery, which is always a great event with Puddin' MacArthur. We got Sunset Sips October the 15th, happening on Broad Street Bridge. Arctoberfest October 17th. And then I'm going to stop at the Veterans Day Parade on November the 6th because we got so many more, but I don't want to get you lost. If you want to find these, look on our social media sites, and we'll have this posted on there for all the events. But, hey, thank you for allowing me to be your mayor. And, man, let's get ready, and I'm getting ready for that holiday season. Happy holidays, and this is Mayor Craig Ford.